Kyojin No Hoshi. It's a baseball manga from like the Edo period.
Yeah.
I can't say it right, but those 2 games I still yearly go on my pilgrimage with like $200, and I either break even or I rake in some cash. And
Wait, so have you actually watched or read Hooked on a Kin?
I know the story.
Through Pachinko, he knows.
I know the songs. I know Idol.
You know You Are Shocked.
You know You Are Shocked. Welcome to this crazy.
Oh my God,
I know all that shit. And I know Omae wa mou shinderu, of course. And I used to make mistakes because when Ken would show up on the screen, if he was doing something, he'd go like, Jamada.
Yeah.
I didn't know what that meant, but it sounded cold-blooded. So I'd say that's like teachers in my way. And that means like, get the fuck out of my way.
Get the fuck out of the way.
And they would be like, sumimasen? And I'd be like, doke? Which is like, remove yourself. And then sometimes, I remember I was like teaching.
This is why you shouldn't learn Japanese from anime.
This was the worst example though, because I was teaching at the first school. I was teaching these elementary school kids. Oh man, this is so bad. This is so bad. Oh, no. And these kids were like 7 or 8. And we were playing dodgeball. And I had to be on like the loser kid team. And I was like, I'm not going to lose to a bunch of, and this one kid kept talking shit from across the arena. And I was like, okay, all right. And every time he threw it, I would like, you know, catch the ball and I'd be like, you're out. And then he was like, baka. And I was like, now wait a minute, I'm a teacher, son. You know, I was like, so I felt really bad. I didn't throw it that hard, but I threw it. And he ducked, and I hit another kid in the face who was not looking. And I remember, like, we kept playing, and then I finally got the kid out, and I was like, quiero. Which is like,
it's like disappear.
Like, not just disappear. It's like, you will never be reincarnated. It's like your body is gone forever. And I remember and the kid was like, he thought that was really funny. So I thought we connected. And I felt bad for the kid. I bought him like an ice cream or something. I was like, I'm really sorry, kid. He was fine. But then the gym teacher came back and he looked very flustered and he wrote on like a little post-it note. He must have been like scribbling, looking it up. He was like, these are children. Please don't throw hard. I was like, I'm so sorry. But I was like, he was calling me baka. What are you going to do about that shit? I was like,
but you got to admit, I fucking got him.
Yeah, all keto, all these, you know. But like,
that's a sick throw though, right?
That was my second week in Japan. And so I'd already been going through some phases where kids, like the concho phase was very popular where they do this thing to teachers. That was really popular in the countryside. So like I said, you
had to make our own fun out there.
God. You may think you're teaching, but overall you're more of an ambassador and you're almost like a student with the kids in a lot of the times. You play the same games, you eat the same lunches, and you hear the same jokes. And obviously I learned very quickly, don't use Hokuto no Ken phrases.
It would have been absolutely legendary if you had like caught the ball and you'd be like, oh my, one more shinderu.
Yeah, I'm so glad I didn't say that. I'm so glad. I think Kyoto was pretty bad though. Luckily the kid took it as a joke. So
use that as well.
You got to use Kyoto.
Kyoto. And I think I actually learned that from like an RPG game because I'm a subtitle dub. I'm not dub guy, right? I like theater.
Sub guy.
Sub guy. But it was pretty enlightening, and I must say, the other 9.5, 10 years, I was a very good person. I didn't take it out throwing dodgeballs at kids, but
the other 9 or 10 years,
you didn't eviscerate any children.
Hey man, you can only take so much physical abuse before you're like, look, okay, all right, we're all playing, all right, but I get to play too. You know, you're pretty big. Some of you are stronger than me, all right? So, but yeah, it was a good experience, and it's kind of funny. The kid who I said that to, and some of those that class wrote me a letter like 3 years ago saying that they had finished like junior high school or something, and that they missed Peter Sensei or whatever. So
that's
that
so
meant
cute.
a lot. That one class of that school. Yeah.
Okay,
do you remember that one teacher that said Kyoto?
Yeah, maybe.
Sorry,
that was not memorable, but